I'm Raquel Britzke. I'm a registered dietitian here in London, and today I want to share with you 5 tips to lose weight. So, the first thing you need to do if you want to lose weight is to have enough protein in your diet. So, let's talk about breakfast. For breakfast, you should always have some protein. Is where I find that most people don't get enough because we don't have many options of protein foods that we have in our breakfast. So a lot of people gonna eat porridge, for instance, and they don't add any protein. You could add some protein powder or almonds in the porridge to make sure that you get some protein there. Also, eggs is a very good and easy source of protein for breakfast. But apart of that, most people actually don't do that. They eat maybe bread with butter or just like fruits, smoothies. So it's important that if you're gonna have a smoothie, for example, that you add some protein. And it's not a problem to add whey protein. Whey protein is not only for people who do sports. It is a very good source of protein and easy for people who have a very busy lifestyle and don't have time to be cooking or preparing food, especially during breakfast time. So the tip number 2 is that you need to get enough sleep. And what is enough sleep? We know that for most people, you need to have at least 7 hours of sleep every night. But always remember that it doesn't count from the time where you just go to bed. It's from the time where you get to sleep. And I know that most people will take some time to get to sleep. So if you need 7 hours of sleep, you need to count for about 8 hours in bed to make sure you get this sleep. And what happens when you sleep well? You will feel less hungrier and you're gonna have a better mood. So all this help you so you don't overeat during the day. The tip number 3 is to do a 12-hour fasting. Why is 12 hours fasting so important for weight loss? We know from all the research we have so far that it will help you to lose weight, especially in the long term, and also because you will have a smaller window of time where you're eating. So obviously you're gonna eat less at the end of the day. So it's not only helping your cells to regenerate, but also it's gonna help you to eat less. Step number 4 is to learn how to combine the foods. And I think it is very important to understand that you shouldn't be eating only one type of micronutrient. What is a micronutrient? So we have carbohydrates, fats, and protein. And we know that we need to combine them. Once you combine carbohydrate, protein, and also carbohydrate, protein, and fat at the same meal. So how can you do that in a practical way? Let's say for lunch, you could have quinoa or rice, but then you only have one of these sources, so one carbohydrate. So you can have rice and then chicken, and then you could also have some nuts or olive oil. So in this case, you would have a perfect meal because you have protein, carbs, and fats at the same time. And the last but not the least important is to know your portion sizes. And how do you get to know your portion sizes? Ideally, you can get a registered dietitian to help you to calculate what's your metabolism and how much you should be eating every day. I find that most people are overeating, so they think they need more food than they actually need, or much more food than their metabolism is able to burn in a day, so that's why they put on weight. It's always recommended that you look for professional help when you need to lose weight, or when you suffer from PCOS, IBS, or eating disorders, because a dietitian will be able to guide you and to explain exactly the amounts you need and how to combine the foods. And also when you have any questions, they will be there for you to help you through this journey.